All right, so we're back with another podcast. It's been a while, a couple months, 2, 3 months, I feel like, since we were on the podcast train, but we do have a little announcement to make. Um, we're going to be switching the book club podcast. Like, we're not going to be reviewing books anymore in these podcasts. We're going to do this one and one more book. So there's going to be two more book club ones coming up. But after that, we're going to be doing just like poker mindset stuff. Like, not even mindset stuff, like how to study GTO for beginners, how to study GTO for medium, like how to study GTO advanced, like how to deal with the biggest downswing of your life, how to deal with the worst day of your life. Just like random, like very simple one question kind of things. We'll do like shorter podcasts, like between like 10 and 20 minutes, where we'll just go over an issue that we think that is common for a poker player to struggle from. Let's just call it. It'll be more tailored towards specifically poker. And if you guys have any like specific issues or something that you're struggling with, just send us like a PM and we can just go over it, anonymously. We don't have to mention that you're the one that's struggling with this issue or whatever. We'll just go over just random things that we think are important for you guys to know, or just important to have in our Vimeo library. So with that said, this month's podcast is going to be a book called What I Know for Sure. And this is a book written by Oprah Winfrey, actually. It's a short book. It's written by Oprah Winfrey, which is like, obviously, one of the biggest legends alive. I think the first black woman billionaire in the world ever. So that's quite a feat that she's got there. But it's gonna be a short one. Just a few points on this one. Just a few main points on this one, because it was a short book, but some pretty cool stuff in there. So Scotty, without further ado, why don't you just dive right in?
Thank you very much. I know, by the way, we haven't addressed the fact that we've gone al fresco for this.
Yes.
It might seem to the watching eye like Jack and I are using some sort of filter which is readily available on Skype, but that's not actually the truth. Jack and I are sitting in the wilderness in Yosemite right now.
We're meditating.
We are, yeah.
Oh, my arms disappeared. Like, home.
Yeah.
I was trying to meditate there, but
it's because the sunlight above us. It's not because we're not actually seeing it. It's just a bit of sun in the middle. Which, yeah. Careful, that one straight in the head. Sorry, mate. A bit closer. Yes. So we've got nice and holistic for this, because we know that Oprah obviously loves a holistic sort of spiritual sort of healing.
She does
methodology.
She's actually had some. Funny enough, she's actually had some of her shows that were done like in a setting exactly like this one, which is really weird. Is that why you did this, or?
No, not at all. It was just a coincidence. I didn't even know this book was by Oprah. So.
Yeah, she actually did some shows where it was like her and the guest in a place that looks just like this, like in a forest. Like, it was just, that's really weird. Yeah.
So I'm just so in tune with the subject matter, you know?
It's the spirituality of it, but
I don't even have to check beforehand. I know deep down what we're going to do. It's going to be something along these lines.
Right.
What I Know for Sure by Oprah. So, the first word is the most Oprah word in the whole universe. I think it's gratitude, which I think the word gratitude and maybe positivity are the two things that I think you probably hear the most out of Oprah, aren't they?
Yeah, she's
very much her.
She's all about that stuff, but
she really is. So the quote is: "Gratitude is of immense value to your happiness. A daily gratitude practice will help shift your perspective." So I think this has come up before, but always bears reiterating, and certainly something that I always intend on doing and do a pretty bad job of maintaining is doing this gratitude in the morning, where, for example, you do like 3, what are they called, Jack, when you say 3?
I just feel 3 things that I'm grateful for. I don't think it's called anything. That's just what I do. I learned that from Tony Robbins, where I just kind of put my hands on my heart like this and just kind of feel 3 things that I'm grateful for. And it's always random shit. Like things that we never think about, like just like being warm under the blanket while I'm doing this. Like I usually lay down or whatever, or just like
Yeah.
having, hot water in the shower, like just like random things that we usually don't focus on at all. I just kind of try to shift my focus to those things, and it's something I've been doing every day now for like 4 or 5 years, I would say. It's not like a life-changing thing either. Like I don't want to make it seem like, oh, after I did this, my whole life changed. Like it's just like a little part of my daily routine. It does make me feel very good while I'm doing it, but it's not like it lasts the whole day. Where the whole day I'm in this whole like gratitude bubble of like jolliness. It's not like, I don't want people to expect that that's what's going to happen if you do this. Oh, no. The whole day I'm going to be like floating around, like loving life. It's just like you'll give yourself that feeling, in that moment where you're focusing on 3 things you're grateful for. It could be your spouse. It could be, if you have kids or whatever. Or it could be, something as small as, having a very fast computer, or, having headphones, or, whatever. It could be like anything. Being alive, waking up this morning.
Team 651 Vimeo.
Yes, having access to the Team 651 Vimeo, having,
yes.
Being able to log on and play poker for a living, like literally anything. All your hair not falling out, like just whatever, like things like that. Like those are things that you can be grateful for. And so I switch it up every day. Just I think of like 3 of the most simple things, and I just kind of, feel it on my body, and it's just a good way to start off a day. Because if you wake up feeling like shit or whatever, which some days you will, or you're just not feeling that good that day, and you just kind of do this gratitude practice, it just kind of like reshifts your focus, at least for a little while, and then like you start off your day on the right foot. That's
kind of like laughing when you're in a bad mood, how it kind of breaks the bad mood, doesn't it?
If you let yourself laugh, yes. Sometimes you're in a bad mood and you're like, but you won't allow yourself, right? Like, because you're like, I don't want to stay in this bad mood. If you allow yourself, if you give yourself that permission to let loose and laugh, then that can work for sure.
That's what one of life's, I think, greatest joys is when someone is trying to be moody and you make them laugh, and you can see them fighting so hard not to laugh, it breaks across their face. That is one of the most satisfying things in life.
Yes.
As a married man, I can tell you, it's something that obviously occurs a lot, and she does it to me too, where she'll make me laugh, and I'm like, fuck off, but I'm laughing, and I'm like, fine, you win.
For my relationship, it's one way where like, because I don't ever really get in those moods where like I try not to laugh or whatever. If I laugh, I want to laugh, I want to feel better. But for her, she tries to stay stubborn to that emotion. Like she's just like if she's upset about something, she's like, and then like I'll just do something, and maybe I'll give her a little tickle, or like say something funny, and I just see her cracking, and it's like right back to it. I'm like, I saw you. Don't fuck with me. I saw you. I know you were trying to do it. I call her out on it. She's like,
I love that.
Trying to stay, upset or whatever. But that's the thing is like once you give yourself permission, you're like, you know what, like what I was upset about is really not a big deal, because like 99% of the time, whatever you were upset about is really not a big deal. Just allow yourself that laughter or whatever. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for things that maybe in that moment when you're upset you're not focusing on. You're usually focusing on something not so good in that moment, but just shift that focus.
Maybe a good
and you can do it so fast though too. Like that's the thing. If you're not stubborn about it, you can do it very fast. It can happen very fast. Like your mood can change, like literally in an instant. If you're not stubborn and married to that, negative emotion or whatever.
Good one, this one, the gratitude for people who ruminate as well.
Yeah.
Like myself. So, by the way, the word, remember I was trying to say 3 something, the word came back to me. Affirmations was the word.
Oh, yeah. This is like different than affirmations, but affirmations is more like I am statements, like where you're just like, I am like grateful. I am this. I am that.
I get it. So you're affirming it to yourself.
Yeah. So I don't actually do any. I don't actually do any affirmations. I used to do affirmations. I don't do them anymore. I prefer like this gratitude.
Yeah, for for everyone who doesn't know about Jax, he used to stand in front of the mirror and he used to say, "I'm a strong, independent woman, and I don't need no man." So Jack used to say that three times to himself in the mirror.
That's exactly it.